I'm Lynn Catlin. I'm with C2RV Services, and we are 100% mobile throughout the U.S. We're currently snowbirding in Mesa, Arizona, which will be a primary uh, location for us going forward between about October and April. I got a call one morning that somebody's fireplace had quit working overnight, and he had found the circuit breaker to be defeated. And so he tried to turn it on, and the circuit breaker kind of growled at him, and he held it on for a second and then decided to shut it off. So I told him to go ahead and keep it off. This was fairly early in the morning in the mountains in Oregon. And I grabbed some parts from Home Depot. I hadn't prepared to have an inventory of circuit breakers, so I needed to have some extras, not knowing what was going on with his rig. Went up there, and it was a fifth wheel trailer, and it turns out a Romex connector for the body to slide had failed and literally caught fire. Fortunately, it was super wet, Oregon mountains in November, and I was able to separate the wires, make sure things were safe. He was able to power up part of his rig and sustain that for a couple days while I got some extra parts to rebuild the wiring. And it's just surprising how close that came to a very probably deadly fire, because it was at the back of the rig, and had that really caught on fire, that would have been bad. But I was able to repair all the wiring and get that done. Yeah, I had a customer last year where this actually really played out well. He had previously brought his motorhome in to have a toilet repair done to a service shop, and they needed to keep the RV for a couple days to fit it in between jobs. It was a short job, they knew that, but they had to fit it in, and they knew it would take a few hours. Well, he was on a CPAP machine, and for whatever reason didn't want to go to a hotel, and I think he had animals or whatnot, and so he left the shop, called me. I was able to make the repair at his site over those hours, and he didn't have to give up his home and wait even a couple of days for the repair. And then there's also I've been in campgrounds where somebody had a slide stuck, and they were able to walk over, knock on my door, and get me to move the slide so that they could leave. The kind of repairs that we specialize in and focus on, we have recently focused on suspension, bearings, and brakes. And I really enjoy doing that work. It's really hands-on. Things bolt together, you know it's going. But I'm also a general technician. The only thing I really don't do is any kind of remodeling or trim type carpentry work. And that's mainly because it's hard to keep enough tools to do it well, tools and supplies to deal with all the different types of trim and woodwork and everything else. But other than that, I'll handle anything on a RV short of wastewater. I am actually a degreed and licensed mechanical engineer, and I've been in the industry for semiconductors for 20 plus years, and then I taught at a university for a while, and it just seemed to be the next natural step for what we were doing, what I was doing, and trying to apply my skills and capabilities. And becoming a technician was a great way to travel and apply my capabilities for troubleshooting. We're in Mesa, Arizona, and I love helping people out of having to do repairs, modifications, upgrades. And I am available 7 days a week. I don't charge a weekend upcharge. There will be days that I take off, and so that becomes an emergency scheduling. But I can be reached at c2rvservices.com. Right online, it'll list the services, and there is a service request form that reaches me and helps you describe what to do. I'm also available on rvhelp.com.